Let me talk to Mr. Adesina. Mr. Adesina, you did hear his claims about, especially to do with security in the country. Your party has always pushed that card of security being seeing massive improvement, especially in the Northeast. But what more can you say your book was able to identify and capture?
Thank you. Yes, I'll talk about what the administration has achieved. Well, I won't talk in respect of somebody who is soused and marooned in the past. If anybody wants to stay in the inglorious past, is welcome to stay there. But Nigerians are moving forward, and they are moving forward in hope. If anybody chooses to be cynical, he is welcome to be cynical. But Nigerians are moving forward in a bright dawn. Now, security. We know that as of 2015, when this administration came, you didn't know where Nigeria was headed, because insurgency was in the northeast, it was in the northwest, it was in Abuja, the federal capital, it was down at Kogi and about going into the southwest. If it went into the southwest and went down south-south, what would remain of the country? But we know that today the situation is different. That insurgency at a point became circumscribed just in Borno and Adamawa and Yobe states. After some time, Adamawa and Yobe were cleared, and it was only limited to Borno and particularly the Sambisa forest. We know what was achieved there in December last year with Camp Zero falling. And the mopping up process is what we are passing through now. You know that the mopping up process of a war is as important as the real active shooting part of the war itself. That is what we are going through. Everybody in Nigeria knows that when it comes to insurgency, the war has been largely won. It's not completely won, but it has been largely
also,
won.
But because it's not only insurgency, there are other areas that people are really concerned about. Say, for instance, the herdsmen attacks on farmers. It's a major source of concern, and also the kidnappings. What has your book been able to capture in real terms? Because the figures keep increasing, and only just yesterday we had Boko Haram slaughtering 6 people and killing in Jos.
Thank you. That's why when I talk about security, I try to talk about insurgency separately. And then you have kidnappings, you have farmers' husbands clashes, you have armed robbery and all that. There are different phases of it. So on the insurgency front, we know that a lot of advances have been made. In all the other areas, it's not also as if the government is idle. It's not folding its hands. If you want the real statistics, maybe the Inspector General of Police or any other head of security agency will give you. In the book, you even have statistics given you by the Department of State Security. This is a fact book. It's meant to educate us and guide us and encourage us. It's not meant to depress Nigerians. It's meant to encourage them, show them that something is being done. And I tell you, on all those fronts, herdsmen, farmers clashes, kidnapping, armed robbery, things are being done, and a lot of achievements will still be recorded.
How do you respond to that?
Well, the thing about facts, that this is the part that makes people like me we cringe. Statistics, being someone that has a mathematics background, is one of those instrumentality that government can always use to quote the book. It's what you put in that you get there. The truth of the matter is that the measure or the general feeling of security of any set of people within any space called the country must be how the citizens see it and how they feel and what they know and what they endure. Look at Benue State, sorry, beg your pardon. Look at Plateau. Look at Nasarawa. Come all over the place and see the kinds of things that we're talking about there. We're talking about big villages being ransacked. We're talking about people being literally slaughtered. We're talking about hours and hours of brigandage. We're talking, nah. No, one is not being cynical. I beg his pardon. We're not being cynical. We're only saying that let's challenge you on some of the facts you are throwing up, that Nigerians themselves can have an alternative point of view and they can then make informed decisions. It's not about wanting to say that, okay, they've not done absolutely nothing. We're just saying that whatever it is that they are saying they've done is not good enough. and the level of paparazzi and hypocritical chest trumping that they do.
If you say it's not good enough, because during the past administration, Boko Haram itself almost...
That was just one event.
No, hold on. Boko Haram almost crippled the southeast, the northeast. And today it's not the same case. And still,
yes,
would you be living in denial if you don't accept
I alluded to the fact that we bought the equipment they're using to prosecute this war.
But the monies that you used to buy that equipment, is it the Commonwealth of this country's money?
No, we're not claiming that it's our money.
Used? Then, of course, government is a continuum.
That's right. What I'm saying is that if we had not bought the equipment, what would they have used? That someone who has a military experience is now the president of the country and probably can better deploy military officers, that's not something that we can take away from President Buhari. We concede that to him. But don't put the wool over our eyes. There are other areas looking for his attention that they've not been able to attend to. And when you look at the security architecture that they even run, even at the level of interministerial arrangement between SSS, EFCC, and co., you marvel.